Peace and love, family. How you guys doing today? You guys having a good day? I don't know. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. Where we at? Where we at? What about that? And hello. What some things have been on my mind? Before we start the video, before you start watching this, can you take a deep breath right now, wherever you're at? Take a deep breath wherever you're at. There's about to be some reflected light from Master Teacher. Because we got some dope shit to talk about. Got some dope shit. Alright, today I want to talk about relationships. Real talk. Building divine relationships. Creating relationships. Well, because we look at the word relationship, right? Relation, right? Being relatable, right? And then ship. What's a ship? A vessel, right? So you got to break down the relatability of your vessel that two people are about to hop into. Now, this is something that I've been noticing a lot of different trends and things like that going on as you're starting to awaken, as we're starting to grow, as you're starting to change, right? There's a lot of different things that are getting pushed around right now. A lot of different ideas, a lot of different opinions and understandings, right? But we have to start to break down what is what first, right? Now, being relatable, right? What are things that make you relatable to someone else? And what are the things that you should be relatable to someone else on, right? This is something we have to start to address, right? Now, relatability, right, doesn't really have anything to do, well, shouldn't have to do with distractionary types of things, right? Shouldn't have to do with activities, right? Now, what do I mean when I say this, right? People build a lot of relationships based on like activities, like things that two people like to do together all the time, right? So like, two people like going out to the club. That's the thing that they relate on. There might be likely to start a relationship. In this community, right? People go to the gym. You got people with fit couple goals type of shit. You know what I mean? So sometimes, and a lot of times, people find relatability to each other through actions. Oh, what do we got there? It's a little chipmunk. All right. Now, take a look at it. Now, what are some of the things that you should like? If I want to build a quote unquote a divine relationship, right? I want to build a divine relationship. What do I think about? Right? I think that as a society, as people, right, we gotta start building relationships more based on moral and principle relatability. Moral and principle relatability, right? Because that's something that you're gonna end up arguing about, right? If you don't have the same morals and principles as someone else, that's something that I feel like you're more likely to argue about with someone than activities. And you're more likely to go through more pain, right? Because if you guys don't have the same moral and principle understandings, people are going to start partaking and getting into different types of activities. Now, these different activities are going to lead to problems and pain. Look at the butterfly. It's beautiful. Now, what do I mean when I say morals and principles, right? Well, look at the divine principles. Look at the laws of Ma'at. Look at the 7 Hermetic principles, right? These are something that are like a baseline, I would say. That someone can subscribe to those and be like, yeah, yo, these make sense. That's someone you could be like for me personally, right? For me personally, I feel like someone who I want to be with, right? They have to be vegan, number one, right? They have to be. Because they have to understand the same things as me. They have to understand that me and animals, no matter what kind of animal, are the same thing. Just a different body. Same consciousness, different body. Different expression of the consciousness, right? Because we can't all say that we all came from God and then start to say that we're different and separate, right? Again, if you can't believe that you and an animal are the same frequency and consciousness, then you're someone who should be part of this KKK, Black Power, all these different movements, right? If you can't just see that we're all the same thing, just looking in different bodies, we're just expressing the same consciousness, but just in different vessels, right? So if I understand that, then I'm not going to eat meat, right? Because I'm not going to support that industry, right? Just like you can't say that I don't support rape in any fashion, but then I eat dairy. I can't do it. Doesn't make sense, right? So for me, being vegan is something. Now I need someone who spiritually understands it, right? Because again, you can be vegan for the health reasons, right? Which is, again, taking care of your vessel, and that's a certain level of consciousness, right? But there's also the next level to it. There's the next level of understanding, that understanding the insects, right? We don't hate mosquitoes, right? You shouldn't hate a mosquito. A mosquito serves a purpose. Everything just serves a purpose. Even if we don't really fully understand the purpose of that thing yet, it all serves a purpose, right? So I need someone who understands that, right? In my world. This is in my world. Now, you don't have to be in my world. You don't have to be my significant other. You don't have to be any of this, right? So if you have a problem with the way I view these things, that's okay. Create your own morals and principles, right? Now, because if you have firm morals and principles, right? You have firm moral and principle understandings, there's a lot less things that you got to deal with that people deal with in society today. Right? Because we all think it's a free-for-all. Such a free-for-all. Now, if you don't have the same moral and principle understanding as someone, then it's going to be hard for you guys to get together. Right? It's going to be hard for you guys to get together. Now, for me, these are certain things that I don't want to see because I understand everything is me. Right? Now, there are certain versions and parts of me that I shouldn't be experiencing too often, right? Because there are certain versions and parts of me that don't really understand and conceptualize the world the way that I do. And that's okay, right? But you never want to be in friction with something that's around you. Now, this is where I have problems with some of the spiritual understandings they teach you when they teach of allowance, right? Allowance keeps you docile, right? What's the point of knowing truth and understanding truth, right? If you're just going to constantly bring yourself around things and make yourself kind of susceptible to dealing with untruth, right? The goal is, just like anything, like when I get a test, when I get an information in school, I want to just ace the test, right? I want to ace the test so I can move on past the test, right? Past that sense of information. I got to get to the next grade, right? So why are you going to learn information that takes you to the next grade, but then keep yourself in the same grade? Doesn't make any sense, right? You want to move yourself and keep yourself on to the next grade constantly. I want to constantly put myself in an understanding, in a position where I can be susceptible to understanding new things, right? And that's hard sometimes, right? Because you're going to be around people, you're going to be in places, and you're going to be around things that don't allow you to really grow in the manner that you should. Now, growth in certain manners, right, and growth and understanding in certain ways is different for different people, right? Different for different people. Because everyone has different ways they're going to grow. Everyone's got different ways they're going to grow, right? But when you grow past certain things, you don't want to be susceptible around things. These things are going to insulate you from your growth. And you don't want to be around insulation, right? You want to be able to let your light shine. Now, so morals and principles, bang. You and someone who you're with, you want to have the same morals and principles, right? That's what you guys should be relating on. If we're relating on the same moral and principle compass, then you have respect for one another, right? Because respect is a major key, right? A lot of the times in relationships, most relationships fail because two beings don't really have the same respect for one another, right? Because morally or principally, they could be a shade off of each other, right? And you never want to be with someone who doesn't respect you, right? Because respect comes with understanding, and as we all know, love is understanding. Love is understanding. Divine understanding is love, right? Just like when you really love yourself, you understand certain things are going to insulate you, so you can't be around things that are going to insulate you, right? Right. Now, the second part has to do with the ship, the vessel, right? When we think about the nature of a vessel, right? The nature of a ship, right? A ship means that something is getting from one place to another, right? Now, the funny and the amazing thing that I think about when they use the word ship in relationships is because one of the things that make relationships unstable, right, or fall or break is emotions, emotional understanding, the emotional body, right? Your vessel is sailing on the water, right? So there are two things that you need as, well, there's a lot of things that you need now that I think about it. Because when you talk about a ship, what do you need? What's a ship usually made of? What are most ships made of? They're made of earth elements, right? So you think of like wood and things like that. So that's logic, right? Because the earth signs are usually very logical, right? They're grounded beings, right? So you need to be grounded, right? Now, what are you waiting for? The gust of air, right? So when you think about the gust of air, we think about communication, right? Communication understanding, right? Now, when you're on the boat, right, it gets dark at night, all these different things. Maybe you need to cook food. So you need fire. There needs to be some passion, right? Passion. Now, when it comes to your emotion, right, that's the water. You have to be sailing on top of your emotions, right? I have to be sailing out on my emotions, right? I can't let, because sometimes, what does that water do when you're in a ship, right? It gets bumpy, right? It's going to knock the ship around, right? What else could happen? I could be on a ship, right? I could be on a ship, and then all of a sudden, right, the wind dies down, right? The wind dies down. If I'm in the ship and the wind dies down, what does that mean? That means communication, right? Because we talk about the wind is communication, all right? Because communication, right? So if we think of air, wind, right? Wind is communication, right? Because you look at your air signs, right? So do a communication, right? So it's very key to have these things in control, right? You have to transmute these in a position and in a way that can allow you for safe travels to your destination, right? So what's the destination? That's why communication, morals, and principles are very key in the beginning, right? Very key in the beginning. Well, throughout, but the morals and principles understanding is key, very, very much so in the beginning. Because me and you are both on the same moral and principle understanding, it means that we don't have to spend so much time working on the groundwork. That means that we're not going to have as turbulent as a ride, right? Because certain things what are the things that cause people so much stress in relationships today? People worried about someone else cheating. They're worried about someone else lying. They're worried about all these different things, right? So if I'm worried about someone cheating, I'm worried about someone lying, worried about what someone's doing, where they're at, right? Then I need to have a problem with their moral and principle understanding. I'm questioning their morals and principles constantly. Do you want to be doing that? Is that healthy? Is it healthy for me to be questioning someone's morals and principles constantly? No. Right? No. No. So that's why that's something that you have to have locked down. There's certain things that you have to understand as two people in order to take a step, right, and grow. There's two things that me and someone else have to really start to look into and think about before we can start to become anything together, right? Because a lot of people like the way each other look, right? We mix up that lustful nature of attraction, but like lust not even in a pure place, because everything is lust. Everything, there's so much lust. Lust is something that's also can be a good thing. Just like the ego is a good thing, lust is also a good thing when it's used properly, right? And when it's put and grounded in something proper. When lust isn't grounded in something proper, then it just becomes wavering, right? It becomes something that you can lust after anything at all times, right? That's why the morals and principles are very, very key, right? If I have a strong moral and principle foundation, then my lusts are going to be for higher nature things. I'm going to want higher nature. I'm going to want higher nature, higher understandings, moving higher. My frequency is going to be looking for big things. I'm going to be looking for things that express that, right? In this society today, we base a lot of our things, again, off of lower nature things, right? So how someone looks, the activities they partake in, right? Things like this. When we're not worried too much, and we don't spend enough time defining the moral and principle standings of one another, right? Because we're just looking to connect with something. A lot of us don't have things that we connect with, right? We don't have things that we connect with. I know, like in my relationships, right? I had a lot of insecurity. I used to have a lot of insecurity. And a lot of the insecurity was spawned on by my guilty conscience as well, right? Because growing up, I didn't really see great relationships all the time, right? I really always see healthy relationships. So for me, I was always waiting for this one time someone showed me something that would lead it to not be healthy. Then I'd start creating blockages between us, right? Up to my last relationship, I created all different types of blockages throughout the relationship for all different types of reasons. I was looking for every excuse to, because I was insecure. I was getting to the point where it was someone that I let so far in that it made me feel insecure, right? Because I wasn't really ready to let someone that far in yet, but I thought that I was, right? I thought that I was. And that's a problem, right? That's a problem a lot of us go through. All of us want relationships, right? All of us want love. We all want to be loved. We all want to show love. We all want to do all of these different things, but we really don't know what it takes, right? We don't really understand what it means to love someone else, right? We don't know what it means to love someone else because a lot of people don't know how to love themselves first. This guy. Right, so one of the major keys to having a good relationship and a beautiful relationship is first learning how to love yourself, man. Right? Like, I love myself organically. Why do I do the things I do? Why do I keep my body the way that I keep it? Why do I do this stuff with my face and all this stuff? Because I want to love myself for who I am first. Right? And then everything else falls off and falls into place. Right? Like, I met up with someone recently. And we met up to talk and like get to know each other and all those things. And literally, I didn't shower. Because one, I don't shower, right? Like I bathe in a bucket. Like I'll make a video, show you guys my bathing techniques. Like with some distilled water, a bucket, a loofah, and that's about it. And a little bit of castor oil. But like, other than that, you won't see me hop in no shower. Hell no, I don't take a Babylon shower. I don't do that, right? So, me, most of the time, I just smell like I smell. I don't even know what I smell like, but I love what I smell like, right? Maybe every like 2 weeks, I'll wash up. Bang, wash up. But other than that, fuck that, right? Because the way I see it, if you look like that, if you fuck with me like at this state, right, you really love me. If you find me beautiful with this beard, you love me, right? If I don't have to like maintain, I'm not trying to maintain an image for anyone else, but just be me, right? Being me, letting my body express itself. People always like, yo, how come people who eat vegan and stuff grow beards and stuff like that? Because they get more in tune with their natural self, right? In a world full of people who are unnatural, right? People don't even have their own eyelashes anymore. These are my eyelashes, right? My eyelashes are swag. I love my eyelash. I love my eyebrows. Love all this. I love my whole shit. Right? So I appreciate that in others. Now, that doesn't mean you can't like do little things to keep yourself looking crispy and clean. Hell no, right? Keep like the edge on point, little things like that. You're not gonna see me like shaving the whole beard off. I might trim some hairs up here and there just to keep it in line. Right? But other than that, I'm not gonna be out. You'll never catch me out here putting a razor to my face on a hard body, cutting my whole shit off. You never seen me up here cutting all my hair out. Why? Because I know what this purpose is. This all has a purpose, right? Just like your relationship should have a purpose, right? A lot of people are in relationships for sex. A lot of people are in relationships to feel loved. A lot of people aren't in relationships to connect, to build, right? Are you in a relationship to build with someone, or are you in a relationship for comfort? Why are you in your relationship? Does that person make you better, or they give you an excuse to stay the same? And that's the big thing. When you, like I said in videos before, you know how every time you're around certain people, they bring out certain parts of you. Sometimes you're more funny around certain people, right? Sometimes you're more serious around certain people. Sometimes you talk about deep shit around certain people. Every single person has a different part of you that comes out when you're around them, right? Because if we know anything about astrology, we know that certain astrological energies will mix well and blend differently with other astrological energies. So when I think about that and I understand that, when I'm picking a mate, I gotta be picking my mate based on what I want to have come out of me. Not what I'm trying to put in someone else. Right? What kind of nature and what kind of natures of myself do I want to express on a higher basis, on a more ready frequency? What are things that I want to be able and have drawn out of me, right? Now, is there someone that you're with that just makes you feel completely comfortable, right? Being just marginal? Like gives you an excuse. Do you guys commiserate all day long, talking shit about that, this and that and this and that? Is that someone who you're with? Right? Does the person you're with make you feel like you want to be a better person? Does the person that you're with make you want to feel like you got to go get money? Right? Like in order to keep them happy, you got to keep getting money for them. Right? Like you got to get money to support them. I got to get money for this. I got to get money for that. Are you with someone who's like that? What is it that this person is bringing out of you in your nature? Because once I understand that, once I understand what nature the person I'm with is bringing out of me, then I can understand partially if this is a good person for me or not. That's an indicator. Look how beautiful this is. Nature is beautiful, man. That's a beautiful indicator of how or what are the things that this relationship is going to do for you, right? Because you guys are both trying to reach a goal. The goal for everyone should be self-betterment and self-understanding, right? So my relationship, someone who I'm with, should be driving me the best version of myself that I could possibly be, right? The best version of myself that I could possibly be, right? They should inspire me every day, right? Every day. If you want to work on, if you're an artist and you want to be like out in there making your music, making your art, making your music, everyone's an artist, but like, if you need like a certain art form, don't you need a muse? You ever heard of a muse? Right? Your significant other needs to be your muse. They need to be your muse. They need to be the reason why and a conduit for your art to take the step that it needs to take. So if my life is my expression, my art, right? I need someone that's going to be a muse to what I do and make me grow and make me build, make me come through in a way that, boom, like I come across, bang. And every time I'm with this person, I'm thinking about, damn, what can I do to better this? How can I put myself in a better position? Where am I at now, right? It's like me, like I want to make sure, and I will make sure I get myself out of this environment, right? This is not something I fuck with. I don't fuck with Donald Trump being my commander-in-chief. That's a notion that I can't fuck with, right? So if I am in a place where I don't fuck with my commander-in-chief or my chief, right? If I'm in India, I'm going to go find another tribe. You feel me? Now, your significant other, right? Your significant other should be someone who, if you had, like for me, if I have that notion on my heart, right? That's on my heart. That's in my brain. It's on my heart. All right? I got to get out of here. All right? I can't have someone who wants to stay here, right? Because now we're both going in separate directions. Now, if me and you are going in separate directions, I can't be in the same vessel as you. So can we actually have a ship, like a relationship? No. because we're technically not in relation anymore. There's some things that are key principles and morals that we're not relatable on. So I gotta move on forward, right? I gotta move on and find someone who is that way. Now, you have certain spiritual beings that say, it doesn't matter where you are, right? It doesn't matter where you are. You just have to do the best with whatever area you're in. But that's not true. That's not true, right? Because when you look at taxes, right? When I look at taxes, I look at systems, right? And I understand systems, right? I understand that for all the time, every dollar that I spent, which is my energy, right? So for all the energy that I spend in this environment right here, this one right here that I'm grounded in, for all the energy that I spend in this environment, I'm supporting the different things that this country and my chief, quote unquote, commander-in-chief is going through. No matter if I want to say I do or not. Actually, factually, I'm supporting it. Right? So these are where spiritual teachings and understandings that are out there are just going to leave you deaf, dumb, and blind. They're going to leave you in a system that you're supporting shit and make you unaware. You're going to fall back asleep. Right? You're going to fall back asleep. Now, people will say, well, you know what? I'm out here stacking up so that I could change the system. I can destroy the system. Whatever, bro. Keep it. Right? If that's what you think, if that's on your heart, and you feel that you could do that, just take a look at all the other people who've done that. That's when you have to start to actually use the spiritual understanding properly. Now, if I know that this environment yields certain things, and these, where I spend money in certain places, yields certain things, and when I do this, yields certain things, I just have to remove myself from that first. Remove myself from that. I need to get to a surrounding that actually doesn't have these type of things on it, these type of karmas, because this is all karma. These are karmas. They're karmas. That's why we go through a lot of the things we go through in this society. Right? We go through all these different pains. Why do we go through all these different pains? People always wonder why they go through certain pains and things like that. It's because they're supporting a system that has drawn a lot of karma on itself, right? Because the system is not made, and the intention of the system isn't for the betterment and the well-being of its people, right? It's for the betterment and well-being of the system, right? The people who are the controllers of the system, the controllers, right? Now, you, me, I, right? I know what the system is about. I can see what the system is about. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. I will take every measure I can to get myself off the grid. I will take any measure I can to get myself out of this place. I will not support war. I will not support killing. I will not support discrimination in any sense, right? In any sense. I will not support segregation. I am about oneness. I know the technologies of my body, right? So if I want to be with someone, I want to be in relation, because we're talking about relationships. Like, I don't mean just a significant other. I'm talking about friendships. A friendship, because that's a vessel getting somewhere. Now, if me and you don't got the same morals and principles, we can't be friends, right? We can't be friends. If every time I'm with you, you say shit that in my head, I gotta be like, yo, all right, this is what you know is true. This person doesn't know themselves. What do I look like being around someone who doesn't know themselves? Looks like I don't know myself. Right? You ever been with someone in public and they do some shit and you're like, did this motherfucker just do that? What? You ever had that moment? Now, think about the people who are looking on. Think about the people who are looking in. What do they think of you? They think that that's the shit that you subscribe to. That those are your values, morals, and principles. That person represents you. So you live in America, you can be as conscious as you want. When they drop bombs, those bombs don't deflect and move away from conscious beings and open-minded beings when they drop those bombs. right? That's why they use all these words, right? Look at Cat Williams. Cat Williams uses this beautiful fucking hilarious dropping keys. He says, yo, they be using readily not understandable words, right? Like an insurgent. What the fuck is an insurgent? It's a person. It's a person. We're killing people. We're killing people. If they start calling them moms, dads, and things like that, then they wouldn't be able to fund war. People wouldn't support war. But they use these words, right? They try and give you these connotations, right? You can't be in relation to those things. Those things aren't relatable for you. And even if I live in the system, and I want to say, yo, I don't fuck with the system. I don't do this, and this. You're still there. And there's so many subtle ways that you're supporting the system. That's the shit that fucks me up, right? That's the shit that fucks me up. I could be raw vegan as fuck, right? I could be raw vegan as fuck. But for everything that I purchase, I know there's taxes added onto it. There's always taxes. Because they had to pay for the shipping of that. Now, how did that food get shipped there? Right? How did that food get shipped there? Tell me, raw vegans, how did your food get shipped to where you're at? The stork come drop it off? Fuck no, it didn't. They use fossil fuels. Yeah. Alright, they use fossil fuels. Right? Now, what are those trucks? Those trucks need insurance, right? Yeah, those trucks need insurance. Right? Those trucks needed drivers. Yeah, those trucks had drivers. Now, you don't think they're taking taxes away from those drivers? Yeah, they are. So whenever you get your food shipped there, there's someone working, that person's getting paid, but they're taking taxes away from that person. So even if I go to Whole Foods, bruh, I go to Whole Foods, I cannot use a plastic bag, right? I could bring my tote every single time, right? I can get only produce, no nothing else, nothing even in a container. I could get all produce. I could bring small totes and get my nuts in bulk, all that shit. But still, by the time that shit got there, you already greased the government's hands. And your price is reflected on that. That's why I pay $2 for one mango, and in Tropics I pay $2 and get 10. Because I went right to the source, baby. I went right to the source. The source hooked me up. Hey, okay, I didn't have to pay to grease everyone's hands. I didn't have to pay for the government. I didn't have to pay for the truck driver. I didn't have to pay for all these things. I got it straight from the farmer. Right? And what did the farmer want me to pay for that? He said, yo, bruh, I live in abundance out here. Yeah, I live in abundance. You come in my backyard, I got mangoes everywhere, right? So what the fuck do I look like charging you $2 for one mango? Bruh, take a bag of 10 and give me $2. Be in relation. You gotta be in relation, right? You gotta be relatable. Right? You got to be relatable in your morals and principles. Because I know for a fact, for me, right? I know for a fact that if I get with someone, right? And they understand everything is one. They understand everything is one. They understand the Hermetic principles. All is mental. Polarity. Right? Vibration. Gender. They understand that, right? They understand the 42 divine principles of Maya. I don't have to worry about them. I know their decisions are coming from a beautiful, deep place. They're coming from a real place, right? A real place. Not some fraud place, not fraudulent. Real place, right? Once I know that, then I can trust any decision that they make. And everything that they make is going to be respectable. Everything they do is going to be with respect for me, right? With respect for me. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people who have respect for us. Right? Every person wants a person who has respect for them. But what do we get? Because we don't have morals and principles ourselves. We don't have moral and principle code. We just do whatever just to survive. Right? Yo, I'm just trying to survive, bruh. I'm just trying to have fun, bruh. YOLO, bruh. YOLO, bruh. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Don't let anyone get you caught up in that bullshit. That's bullshit. And you never want to be with someone who says YOLO. Because facts, you only live once. But what are they doing with that one life? People who say YOLO constantly, what are they doing with that shit? What are people doing with all these different things that people are screaming that when you think about it, it makes sense. Oh shit, hey, we only live once, right? So I should be living to my best life, bruh. People say, yo, I'm living my best life. That's the new one. But what are they doing, yo? They're drinking every weekend. They're destroying their body, yo. They're fucking people that they don't even really fucking know about. Yo, most of these people don't even know about these people they're fucking. Where are their minds at? What are their morals and principles? You ask someone, yo, what's your moral and principle standings? They don't even fucking know, bruh. They don't know. People tell you like, yo, I gotta get more protein, man. I gotta get more protein in my diet. You say, yo, how does your body make protein? You know, I don't know, bruh. Then how the fuck you know you need more protein in your diet? Right? I talked to some people, some people be insulating you. You can't get along with it, right? Don't let someone's thought matrix insulate you, right? Listen, look at the girl. She like, yo, I'm trying to be thick, yo. I'm trying to have a fat ass, yo. Why? Why are you trying to have a fat ass? Why are you trying to have big legs? Why are you trying to have big tits? Why are you trying to have this? What is you? What are you supposed to look like, yo? Eat healthy. See what you're supposed to look like. Right? You'll have it if you were supposed to have it. Right? If you eat healthy as fuck, right? And you got a small chest, you got a small bum, all that, but you know you healthy as fuck, you're gonna live mad long. Love that shit. Love it, love it, love it. Accept yourself, yo. Love yourself. Accept you for exactly what you are. Don't be out here trying to make yourself look like something else you've seen, right? Just because you've seen fucking some girl in a music video with a fat ass and big boobs and dudes were throwing mad money at her, you don't want that because they don't value her. You want someone who finds you valuable, right? And what's valuable? Health is wealth. Health is wealth. That's why that's such a powerful statement, yo. Health is wealth because that's what makes you valuable. If you're healthy, you're valuable because you can do things. You're vibrant, right? You're vibrant. I can count on you. You're dependable. That's valuable, right? It's valuable. I know you're going to be here. I can have children. I can have a seed with someone who's healthy. I can have a seed with someone who's healthy because I know she's going to be here. She's going to be here. I don't want to have seeds with someone who all of a sudden gets sick as they get older because when they were younger, they were trying to have a fat ass, yo. Or they were trying to look thick, or they were trying to have bigger boobs, or they were trying to have... Nah, I'm trying to be with someone who understands health and appreciates themselves organically. Organically. What's your natural skin color? What's your natural hair color? Love that shit. You got a big nose? Who told you you had a big nose? Who told you that? What does a big nose look like? Or is that just your nose, man? Who knows? Like, what is that bullshit? Right? Your ears don't sit right on your head. Who told you that? Who told you your ears aren't exactly where they're supposed to be to hear what you need to hear? Who's telling you this shit, yo? Who's giving you these ideas? That's the thing. Who's giving you these ideas? Are you creating these ideas for yourself? Are you looking in the mirror and figuring out how much you accept yourself and you love what you see? Or are you looking in the mirror for a flaw every time? Are you looking in the mirror for a flaw? Because, yeah, who's like, yo, you sound like you hate the world. No, I love the world. Look at this. I love this, bruh. I love all this. I love so much of this. I love everything about this right here. I love so much of it. I love so much of this world. I love all this world. I love all the people in it. Because I know it's not their fault. I know how much you have to go through to start to understand what it is and take accountability. Because I did it. I took accountability for all my shit. Everything that's gone on wrong in my life is my fault. I know that. I've gone through so many things because I was always trying to deny myself and fit in. Right? So I went through so many pains growing up, bro. I went through so many pains, right? As far as trying to establish relationships with people, establish relationships with females, right? Establishing a relationship with myself because I had so many things about myself that I didn't understand. I was trying to figure out. I was seeing all kind of sexual shit growing up. I had so much sexual energy. You look at, I got my Venus in Gemini, so stimulation, but communication, all these different things. So I get stimulated by shit. My stimulation is positive. So I was watching all types of porns, right? There was points in my life I was watching porn, all different types. You can see me watching all types of porn. You'd be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? I don't know, because I just didn't know what I was doing. It's like, yo, this shit Shit get me fucking crazy, bro. Rile me up. I don't know. I didn't know. As I got older, I started to actually learn and calm down and refine myself and figure out what the fuck it was that was going on. Because when I was growing up, I'm eating all kind of sugar. I'm eating all this crazy shit, right? I'm eating all kind of crazy shit. I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm watching this. This thing's pressuring me, that thing. So who knows what is going to come out of that? What's the manifestation of all that? Right? Because everyone knows the universe is mental. And if your mental is going through all these different reflected lights, that things that aren't you, what's going to manifest when you don't really know who you are yet? And that's what you see all of us going through, right? Everyone's going through pressures and contradictions and lies and truths and this and that and being agendized and conditioned. And we're all trying to just figure out who the fuck we are. And then on top of that, you feel this need because we're all missing pieces. We're all parts to something. We're all missing pieces to the same puzzle, yo. And every person has a piece that was meant to just click right in next to him. Like, you know, like there are two corner pieces in the puzzle, right? Technically, both of those pieces are meant to be in that puzzle, right? But every one piece has like maybe 3 or 4 pieces that connect to it. Right? So you're trying to find what are your 3 or 4 pieces that connect to you because there's a reason, right? And remember that just like in a puzzle, not every piece fits. Not every piece fits, but they're all a part of the same puzzle. But not every piece fits with you. Remember that. Remember that. Because this is beautiful, right? But it's about taking the time to figure out what your piece looks like. What's the design of your piece? Where does your piece belong in the puzzle? Okay, once I figure out where my piece belongs in the puzzle, what's the design of my piece, right? What's the graphic that's on it? Now it can help me figure out what are the pieces that are supposed to fit into it, right? I can see the edge of it. Okay, what connects to this? That's how you find relationships, because that's your relatability. My relatability is dependent on what kind of puzzle piece I am. And that's why a lot of us have trouble growing up. A lot of us have trouble growing up because we're trying to fit our puzzle piece in a place that doesn't fit. And that's okay, because that's the learning process. Everyone goes through that, right? But you got to start breaking down and look at it objectively, right? And these are just some of the things that I use to try and figure that out, right? And find out, because am I with the person of my dreams just yet? No. Do I meet a lot of dope-ass beings? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Have I met my piece yet? My puzzle piece? Whatever that is? Nah. But when I do meet that puzzle piece, it's about to be dope as fuck. Fuck yeah. My puzzle piece is about to be lit as fuck. In so many ways. In so many ways, my puzzle piece will be lit. I know it. Because I'm setting up for it, right? I know it's on its way. My puzzle piece, she's just getting ready right now, right? She getting ready. She looking in the mirror at herself like, yo, I love myself, yo. I love myself. She reading the 42 Divine Principles right now like, yo, I got this. She got mad fruit and vegetables in her crib. Right now, she's just chomping down on them. And she's just like, yeah, looking at a picture of the tropics like, yeah, I'm about to be there. That's what my future partner, my future twin flame, my she, my girl, my direct, whatever you want to call it, that's what she's doing right now and waiting for me. She's thinking about a tall, tan man with a beard and long hair that could speak, that could talk good, that's in tune, that's trying to figure it out. That's what she's thinking about. And I'm thinking about her the same way. I'm just like, yo, I'm about to see you. I'm going to see you. But everything else that comes in, if it's not right, it's out. Goodbye. Right? Because that's what you have to hold yourself to. You never want to settle. Right? A lot of people be settling. Right? Once you know that relationships have to do with relatability, right? It has to do with the destination, right? Then I can plan accordingly. Then I can make sure that this person, boom, we're going to be on a path together. Same thing with your friends, right? Same thing with your friends. Your friends are going to love you for exactly who you are. You shouldn't ever have friends that make you feel like shit that you do is weird or wrong, right? If you out here, you're getting on that healthy kick, you're turning vegan, you're doing all this, and every time you go around certain friends, like, guy, why the fuck you don't eat meat, guy? Meat's mad good, bruh. And when you go out to eat, they order some fucking ignorant ass meal. and then just kind of be like, well, me, I gotta eat my meat. You don't want to be around. That's not your fucking friend, boy. That's not your friend. You guys aren't relatable. You don't want to be in relation to a being like that. I'm not saying they're wrong, but they're just insulators. You don't want to insulate who you are, right? Because they're gonna make you feel like whatever you're doing isn't real, isn't popping, isn't shining. Like you ain't shining right now. You don't want someone who make it seem like you ain't shining. You're shining. You're shining. If you know that animals are the same as you, and you don't want to kill an animal, you don't want to support things that kill animals, you don't want to support people that kill animals, because you think that that's some fuck shit, boom, that you stand firm in your truth, and you wait for people to come around you who realize how dope you are, because when they come around you, they're going to be like, yo, my dude, you're dope as fuck, I've been waiting for a friend like you, right? Because we all find those people. When you talk about to them, you tell them how you feel, they just be looking at you like, then you're like, what's wrong? They're like, bro, I feel the same way. Then it's like, oh my God, did I just make a best friend? Like from Step Brothers. Yep. That's what you want. That's what you want. Until you find that, fuck everything else. Until you find that, fuck everything else. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters, right? Because this is all my mind, right? I only want to tap into the best parts of my mind, right? Because are there parts of my mind that are into some bullshit? Are there parts of my mind that do stupid shit sometimes? Hell yeah. But you give it attention when it does that? Nah, you move on. You be like, bro, I be thinking weird sometimes, right? You just shake that shit, you keep it moving. That's what you gotta do. Always gotta do that. Always gotta level up. Level up, level up, level up. That's why people look at all the songs they're making now. They're making songs because of this frequency. This frequency is too popping. People be making songs about it now because they hear the shit that people are saying like, damn, that frequency is popping. I gotta start stealing some shit from that and put it in the lower self so that these beings don't start jumping to their higher self nature. Know what you need. Know what you need. Know who you are. Create real morals and principle standings. Create morals and principle standings, right? Firm your morals and principles in objective facts, right? Don't put morals and principles in subjective opinions. Place your morals and principles in objective facts and see if you don't bring in the dopest fucking beings that you ever had the pleasure of meeting. People who could fucking just understand you. You don't even gotta talk that much anymore, right? Us conscious beings have to talk so much because people around us, we're trying to catch them up so that we could still hang on to them, detach from them. Keep putting out your message. Keep talking about how you feel. Share. Put out, push out. I love you. I love myself. Push out. Let everyone know. Let everyone know how you feel. Let everyone know how you view the world. And the only thing that you could bring back is you. Because the only people that are going to see what you're saying and go, yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, I fuck with that, are going to be people who actually think like you. Right? Because how many people in your day-to-day life see what you're doing, they don't really fuck with it. That's why they're always trying to change you. That's why you always try not to explain yourself. Nah, fuck that. You share your message. Share your organic thought. Tell them, this is how I feel. I love nature, man. Don't fucking kill nature. Don't get rid of nature. Save nature. Protect nature. Protect the animals. Say your apologies every day. Walk outside and say, yo, I'm sorry. Nature, I'm sorry. I know I supported some shit today while I was here that didn't lead to you guys growing and flourishing and expressing the way that you're supposed to. But don't worry, I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to be out of here soon, don't worry. I'm going to be out of here soon. I'm not going to support any of this shit, and I'll make it my life goal so that more people can see exactly why they're fucking with you. Because when they're fucking with you, they're denying themselves of their nature. They're not understanding their nature when they mess with you, nature. And you keep saying that. You keep apologizing to nature. That's the only thing you need to apologize to nature and yourself. Never apologize to anyone else. Right? If you speak that real, because I used to be doing that and I do that sometimes too. I'll be speaking that real shit to someone. I'm speaking that real shit. I'm speaking facts. Right? And I see them get offended. Then I feel bad sometimes. I do. I'll be like, damn. I might have said too much. Nah, you said exactly what they needed to hear. And the fact that they couldn't, we know about cognitive dissonance, you know that they just couldn't accept it. You spoke exactly what they needed to hear because the universe only puts you in people's places and in front of places, people's places and things, and in front of people in certain places for reasons. Right? Everything is purposeful. Nothing that happens out here happens without a purpose. Right? And that's why they try and fuck with you. They try and make you think about chance. There's no such thing as chance. Get rid of chance out of there. No such thing as chance. Everything happens for divine purpose and divine timing for divine reasons. There's no such thing as chance. Hold up. Look at while I've been walking. While I've been walking, I caught a flower. What up, flower? All right, it's hanging with me. But everything happens for divine purpose and divine reason. Stop thinking that things are a chance. There's no such thing as chance. Everything has purpose. That's why they created lottery and gambling and board games and shit, to make you think that there's a such thing as chance. There's no such thing as chance. There's just divine purpose, timing, and reason. And when you set your mind on the proper things, every relationship that you ever need will come your way. So take the pressure off you. Take the pressure off you. Breathe that pressure off. Everything you need is on its way. Just stay firm. Stay strong with your morals and principles. Don't allow anyone to shake that. But until the next time, I love you all. I love myself. You guys are beautiful. You guys are beautiful.